Like we're all treating mindset like some kind of concept. We treat mind, I've read the books, I've done the affirmations, but this is so much deeper than mindset. I tell people this is mindset 2.0. This is so much deeper. So talk about, as we wrap up here, what was so different about the program? What resonated with you? Why was it so much deeper than just your typical positive mindset program?
Right. I think you need to want to do it. Like I remember having a conversation with a colleague of mine when I was looking to join the program. And it was, we can go after this business coaching or we can go after this life coaching or whatever it is. And this had really, for me, went through our conversations, really kind of, I felt encompassed all of it. Right. So it encompassed all of those, again, I'm going to say pillars, but the things I felt that were important to me and the things that were talked about on a weekly basis, on the calls, on one-on-one calls with you personally and the different things. So I think you really need to
Sure.
want to do it.
Yeah.
Right. So it was kind of, I'll call it kind of that tipping point of, hey, I really knew where I was. Again, probably that accountability piece of looking in the mirror even
Yeah.
before we had started and identifying like, no, I really do want to make a change. So I truly believe you have to want to do the work. You can sit and make every excuse in the world. Even things that didn't resonate with me at the start that maybe didn't make sense. It wasn't so much of going, well, this doesn't make sense. What the heck is Chris talking about? It was more like, hey, Chris, I don't understand this. Can you help explain it? And it was very fortunate as with the group environment. Maybe I didn't hear the message coming from you, but there was other peers that were able to explain it in a way that resonated
Well,
with
I
me.
was going
But
to
again,
mention that. Yeah.
that comes down to me wanting to make the change because I could have very easily said, I have no idea what Chris is talking about. It doesn't make any sense that this is a not a good lesson. But I knew that it was still a very important aspect to get on to the next levels of where we were going and wanting to do. So because it was important to me, and I wanted to do it and I wanted to make the change and be accountable to myself was being able to be vulnerable and ask the question to get the answer to continue to build and
Yeah.
move forward and be
Well,
ultimately hit the goal of
yeah.
where I wanted to go.
You mentioned a couple of things, but I always tell people what got you here won't get you there. You have to be, a couple of things you mentioned. You have to want to change, but you have to be open to new information because the information we provide, you don't learn as a kid, you don't learn in schools, it's not in your corporate trainings. This is new information, and you have to be willing to accept it. You have to be open and receptive. And so many people, like you said, you didn't maybe understand it in the beginning, but so many people end up having breakthroughs 4, 5, 6 weeks into the program. And all of a sudden, they start having these aha moments and they start piecing it all together. And it's like, wow, now I get it. But a big part of this is, yeah, you got to know where you are. You got to know where you want to go. You got to want to change, but you have to keep an open mind on the information because this is information that is completely on a different level. And that's why you're on a different level.